Hello Capricorn, happy Friday. So this Eight of Pentacles can talk about a repeating pattern as well as mastering skills through repetition. So you're really thinking about this repeating pattern. You're trying to get your thoughts into balance. You're trying to put any sort of repressed emotions or things that you don't like about your life or yourself into perspective. You're trying to gain that wisdom. There might not have been a heartbreak or a rejection per se, or a betrayal, but there was something that changed in your heart. Something changed and you're trying to get balance on it. You're trying to balance your thoughts. You're trying to figure it out and understand it. Getting your emotions under control, practicing your intuition, using your intuition to protect yourself from whatever this repeating cycle was about. And you're really practicing self-care and self-love. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Cernunnos, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so the Nine of Cups talks about being almost to the end of the cycle, being in harmony and alignment with your emotions, really looking forwards to this new potential with this Ace of Wands, this new potential for rebirth, for spiritual growth, for growth in general as a person, even for creative opportunities. And then we have Cernunnos, which is talking about waking up to any sort of things that in this cycle where maybe there wasn't heartbreak or rejection, but it keeps repeating. You're waking up to where you might have unrealistic expectations, where you might have any sort of obsessions or compulsions that are kind of getting in the way of you moving forwards in any meaningful way. Anything that you've repressed emotionally, anything that you've repressed that you don't like about your life, where you have those unrealistic expectations every time there's a new beginning, and you're not in harmony with your values and your priorities. You're more in touch with the negative side of those values and priorities. That's what you're looking to change. You're needing to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. This Five of Swords can talk about multiple losses over time, as well as betrayal, jealousy, lack of or breakdown of communication, and somebody feeling entitled to win at all costs, or entitled to, like, the ends justify the means. There was some sort of situation that kept replaying in regards to that. It was the way that the person was thinking that caused the losses. It was the stuff that they were repressing and these unrealistic expectations that they had, that every time there was a new beginning, they weren't dealing with these unrealistic expectations. They weren't dealing with these repressed thoughts and emotions and how it was unrealistic. And that caused a loss of connection to the self. That caused a loss of passion, a loss of that caused the cycles to keep repeating. Really looking at reconnecting deep down to yourself, like from a higher spiritual level, not just from like a physical passion level, or a creative level, but from a spiritual level, from a level of the higher self, really looking at that unconscious and using that intuition too. That's going to help you get more realistic expectations. That's going to help you deal with this. Kronunos has the Lovers, and the Lovers talks about, lovers, yes, but it also talks about a choice, and a choice that's in alignment with your priorities and values. So the Lovers are sleeping here, and Kronunos is kind of looking over them, right? He's a dark shadow looming over them. But the thing is, the Lovers, once they make the choice towards that value alignment, towards their peace and harmony, towards their new creative growth and expansion, and away from unrealistic expectations, towards this reconnection with their deeper self, away from this sort of thinking, or this person who's around them that has this sort of thinking, then they can easily walk past. Kronunos looks almost like a statue here, right? And he's sort of blocking the entrance to the lighter part of the forest. But the Lovers, once they wake up to this reality, to what's going on, to this cycle that's been repeating, they could easily move past him. He doesn't look, as a statue, he doesn't look very frightening. And they could wake up and move past him into the light. Into the better part of the forest. They just need to wake up to what's going on, okay? At the bottom of the deck, in the unconscious, and let me see, we've got 3 of Pentacles. So using skills you're good at to come up with a plan to get out of this situation. A Tower moment. Either the universe bringing in a change that you can't do anything about, that makes you leave where you're at, that makes you leave your comfort zone, or an aha moment that you have. The Chariot, using the willpower, guided by both the ego state, the conscious, the unconscious, and the higher self. Balanced actions that lead towards healing. And then you see, this is what I wanted to really show you. You see the 3 of Wands, the card of growth and expansion and finding the path forwards. You see how he's in the darker part. This one Lover is in the darker part of the forest here. But then there's the lighter part out here where the path lies. So looking at, where you can expand and grow, there's that lighter part of the forest. And in the Ace of Wands, where the growth is, there's that lighter part of the forest too. And it's okay to be a lesbian. I don't know who that's for, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need to hear that, then that's what you need to hear, okay? I know plenty of lesbians. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's okay. And you can admit that to yourself. If that's what you're getting hung up on, if that's the repeating cycle that you're not admitting it to yourself, and that's causing the losses, if that's what you're repressing about your life, there's no shame in that. Okay? There is nothing wrong with that. It's more important to care for yourself and love yourself and have your emotional satisfaction. Be in harmony, be in alignment with your values. Don't repeat this cycle, okay? Practice self-care and self-love. I think that's probably only for just one person, but if you needed to hear that, I hope you heard it, okay? Have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.